Welcome everyone. So we are finally getting back to the dump trailer. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to get back to this project, and I finally am making time, more or less. But anyhow, as you can see, we have managed to get the dump cylinder to work. Temporarily, I just hooked everything up just to see how it would work and make sure it's going to function right. Like if you guys remember last time, wasn't quite sure if this is how I wanted the hinges to work or not, but I think they're going to be. Okay. So we're just gonna leave them. We're just gonna make sure we're gonna brace them up real good, put a bunch of gussets everywhere, and I think they should work out just fine. As far as, yeah, and then this beam here, last night I did a little bit of work just kind of getting everything finished, welding up on the beam. I still gotta weld that solid and this solid and everything, and then we're gonna add a bunch of bracing. But today our main focus is to try to get the deck finished, like on the dump bed itself, get all our extra supports we need, all that kind of stuff, and then also see if we can't get the deck on and go from there. Like I said, this is just a temporary setup. Just want to make sure it would work, and it does, so that's good there. Got to figure out what's the best way to route the hoses after a while, and see about that afterwards. But like I said, we're just trying to get this done. So last video, I cut the tang off of the back of this lift cylinder here, as you can see right here, and I was going to build a little tray underneath of it, but then a lot of you guys said no, that's what that was for, was to more or less hold that thing up. So I just made it up to where it will now rest on this here. So so yeah, we just stepped it up. It's going to rest on the top there. Still got to weld it together and whatnot. Finished welding it up, I should say. It's tacked in place, but that's it. So yeah, it's coming together. It's looking pretty awesome now. It can still go more, obviously, but it's hindering us because we can't go any higher there. But anyway, so that's that, and we're gonna get to work here, try to get stuff knocked out, get it done, and get on the next project and see where we go. So. All right, everyone, so it's been a minute since I videoed anything, and I just kind of got caught up of getting stuff done, so it probably looks a lot different than when you last saw it, but we have got pretty much the frame, dump frame done, the hinges all done, welded in. Still gonna add some gussets here and there to it, but it's here, it works. Let me show you guys how it works. There's still some quirks here and there to work out, but battery's going dead. Battery's getting weak. So as you can see, it works more or less. Just gonna put it down in that right there. We'll pick just off of it there. So we're loose here, but as you can see, it works. And to be honest, it's very, very sturdy from what I was originally thinking. Because when I just had just the one main frame on it, it was a little flimsy, not bad, but man, it's really stiffened up. So I don't know, you ain't gonna be able to tell, but very sturdy, very sturdy. But this is where we're leaving it off for this video. I wanted to get more done. I'd like to get the deck on it, but I need to work on other stuff right now to get ready for some stuff at work. So this is going to be in the coming week, though. This is going to be priority number one. Try to get this thing wrapped up. But we got a few things to figure out and upgrade and so on and so forth. But these two beams here support the weight. Those there kind of, because this cylinder, it has the most pressure, like the most force in those first couple feet of it going up. So we got these supports here in the front that go, you know, tie into this. You can kind of see that one's a little warped. I think that's just because it's pushing right now how it's sitting. There's a lot of force going this way. So I'm gonna put a little more structure to this, build like maybe a frame that goes down lower. I don't know yet, but nonetheless it works. So and then these beams here are roughly 16 on center. We just kind of, where I put this and just kind of filled in spaces. They look pretty even. This piece here holds the cylinder from coming too far up, and that plate right there, as you can see, that's what rests on the bottom member. So that way there's not a lot of force coming up on that, on the 3/16 floor. And normally I'd go probably a foot on center, but since we're running a heavier floor, I don't think it needs any more than 16 on center. But we really beefed this thing up. Double frame here, there, halfway up this side, doubled up back here. Used 4-channel back here because I only have one more stick, 2x4, and I'm probably gonna need to get more just to finish up the post coming up the side, and I'll probably use them for the more or less like the top rail to tie everything together. So got to get some of that, but it looks pretty, it's coming together. So like I said, this is going to be a priority in the coming week, and we're going to try to get this thing knocked out. Next, I'm going to work on getting a few things done underneath, like I mentioned, and then go ahead and put the floor, because it'd be a little easier to, without having the floor on it yet, or the deck on, I should say, to get the rest of this minor stuff in here done. And then once that's done, get the deck on, then come up here, work, whatever. We'll make it up as we go from there, more or less. But we got a lot accomplished thanks to our buddy Ethan and his friend that came over and helped this weekend. It probably seems like we didn't get a lot done in this video, but honestly, putting every one of these blocks in here is what made it just take that much longer. But anyhow, my camera battery's about to die, so thanks for watching, everyone, and will be more to come on this video real shortly. So thanks, guys.